So here we are again with Professor Casio, Professor Butch, and myself, Professor Mike Geary, for the Newport Richey Jiu-Jitsu Project podcast. And today we're going to talk about something really controversial. President Donald Trump.
What?
I'm sorry.
He is. He's very controversial if you're not an American citizen.
Bye.
Sorry, I just wanted to throw a little
Love.
a little love over at my white conservative friend Butch.
I would love
here.
to discuss that.
No, we are not discussing that. What we should discuss, though, is Professor Master Fabio Gurgel's seminar last Saturday.
Fantastic.
Unbelievable.
And which
With Bruno Malfacini here?
Bruno Malfacini
yeah.
here.
At our dojo, Bruno Malfacini and Professor Gurgel were here. So we had like a 3-hour seminar. We had 2 hours of techniques and then an hour of kind of talking. A bunch of people asked a whole lot of questions. It was really good. I only thought it was going to be like a small talk, but it ended up talking for like almost 45 minutes.
Why? Because this is the last.
This is the last seminar that he's going to do. So.
Yesterday, it's last seminar in your life in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, the last seminar, the end.
And no more.
No more? You think you don't think he might like 10 years go, you know what? No?
Fabio is.
He struck me as an extremely serious man. One of the things that I thought about, like when he came in and I started talking with him, I realized right away that this guy was like the CEO of a major corporation.
Yeah.
Like he's the leader of probably one of the second largest teams in the world. 30,000? I thought he said 30,000 students, something like that. Maybe more.
Maybe more. Have 311 dojos in the world.
Wow. Yeah. It's crazy. But it was a great seminar. We went out to eat sushi afterwards. That was a lot of fun. Got to know Bruno Malfacini a little bit. He was a really nice guy. Really kind of like, he was 32, but he's just as like he's so
soft.
He's just easygoing. He's not, he doesn't worry about. He's just really funny, really nice person. I really enjoyed the time with him. Butch, what did you get out of it? You're getting kind of quiet today.
No,
What's up
actually,
with that?
it was a fantastic seminar. What he was discussing, I had kind of done a little bit of stalking online before the seminar. So what he was discussing was connections, which I wish I had coined that phrase, because when we teach, we kind of do teach a little bit that way, in the fact of, one leads to two, leads to three. If this happens, then you do this. So he kind of put more of a term into it.
Yeah.
But the explanations that he used and the examples when we were doing the techniques was perfect, because everybody runs into those scenarios when we're rolling, and especially for the guys who haven't been in the art as long as we have, to have someone reinforce kind of what we've been telling them, and someone of that high level and credibility really leads, lend credibility to what we're doing. Mm-hmm. So when I was listening to him, I'm like, okay, now that's exactly, and in fact, one of the people, Quinn, I was talking to right after that, I said, I've been telling you this for a long time. He goes, yeah, I know, but it was really great to see him say the same thing.
It's funny, sometimes, like you say the same thing to the students, but they sort of hear it every day. And then when someone special comes in and they say this, and they say it in a particular way, like you laugh because the students are like, wow, that was amazing. And I think to myself, like, you realize we say the same things to you. Not in the same way, but sometimes it takes a person from outside to come in and say something for someone to get it.
And this time is for guys coming more closer to Fabio, you understand me? For more interaction.
Yeah.
This is really, really good,
Yeah.
It's more comfortable, more access, And
he was, right during the seminar, he was willing to get down and dirty. If you didn't understand what he was showing you, he would have you do it on him, because I know I did it. And he looked at me, because I was supposed to put my knee on his stomach. I didn't want to be disrespectful, and he looked at me like, "What are you doing? Put your knee on my stomach and do it the right way." And I was like, "Oh man."
So Jose was training with me, right? And I've got my hurt shoulder that stem cells are still hopefully working. And Jose was going really easy with me. And we're doing the thing where like he's got you in mount and you're putting the hands over, and Jose wasn't mounting me. So he's standing right next to Jose, and Jose's going really light, and I'm on the bottom going, "Oh, this isn't gonna be good." First thing out of his mouth, "Mount him, mount him." And I feel Jose start to tense up, right? Jose's like, if we're talking about Jose Lager, black belt under Ross Kellen, Champions MMA, amazing black belt, really awesome guy too. He went ahead, and I could feel him tense up, and the next thing I know, he's like squishing my arms, my shoulders like pop, 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 and he's on top of me. And I knew it was just like there was nothing that was gonna that was just the price I was gonna pay because Fabio said this.
Yes.
And it was funny because Jose was thinking afterwards, he's like, "Sorry, Mike, I'm not gonna not do this." Yeah. So he has that really commanding presence.
Yes.
Like when he comes in and he was talking about techniques. And when you listen to him, there was a sense of confidence, of real, almost not confidence, just he knew.
Well,
he knew, and this was it.
It was his explanation of exactly what was going on was superb.
Oh, yeah.
It was right on.
Absolutely.
There was no, "Hey, I forgot this detail in it." And maybe because he does it, the way he runs his seminars is, he might, for all I know, I don't know because I've never been, he may do the same technique. Sure. To a certain degree, but I mean,
in this trip,
yeah,
in this time,
yeah,
this seminar, maybe same technique.
Yeah, but he was very spot on of this. Do this, step one. Do this, and there was no, "Hey, oh, by the way," because I know we'll throw that in every so often. It's like, "Oh, I forgot this detail," but it's very important. Everything was spot on.
And remember, Fabio tell for us the most important is a transition. For one technique for another technique, is that you put your jiu-jitsu in next step, next level, because you connect.
You make the
connection, the techniques and different techniques. You play, the guy no understand, and Fabio, the guy asked to Fabio, "What your best technique?"
Right.
The technique the guy tap,
Yeah, the technique that works.
Yes.
I knew he was going to say that too.
Yeah.
No, his Q&A was when everybody was asking the questions was fantastic because just to have the knowledge of him being in jiu-jitsu so long and everything was fantastic.
I need to ask you for your professor and what do you think after explanation the Fabio Jiu-Jitsu coming to Olympic Games?
I understand his explanation. At the same time, he said something about like he was concerned that the jiu-jitsu guys would lose money and stuff like that. I don't know if that really would happen. I don't know that we would lose control of jiu-jitsu. The Olympic Games might have their own rules, but everybody else is still going to do traditional. I don't know. I'm undecided on that.
Well, I think
I can see his point though. I see his point for sure.
Well, I think there's already that issue in jiu-jitsu because you have all the sport guys, then you have I shouldn't say the old school guys because he kind of pretty much there is no such thing as old school. There's guys who have been in it a long time.
Yeah.
But the sport's always going to evolve, whether it's a sport or an art. But I think there's too many people that want to put their input into it that could derail it. And I'm an old karate guy, and that's exactly what happened to karate. How Taekwondo got into the Olympics was everybody was on the same page. And when you have everybody on the same page, things get done. Just like judo. Judo got done because Jigoro Kano wanted it done a certain way, and he was the only deciding factor. I think with jiu-jitsu, there's too many people that may want to be that top dog, and you know, rightly so possibly, but I think that could maybe get in the way of it.
I think a nice medium would be if the Olympics had submission grappling.
Yeah.
No-gi submission grappling in the Olympics, you know, because then you could get people from the judo sports and the wrestling sports could maybe try out for that. People from jiu-jitsu could try out to that, and they're not doing anything to jiu-jitsu. It's sports or it's submission wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, component of catch wrestling, component of this. It's an amalgamation of, you know, submission grappling.
But the only thing is in the Olympics, you have to have a governing body that's doing this, kind of like golf.
Right.
Golf doesn't take all the golfers in the world to compete in the Olympics. They only take so many of the top guys. So who are we going to say in jiu-jitsu are the top guys? You know, there's top guys in gi, there's top guys in no gi, there's top guys in EBI, there's top guys in IBJJF.
Here's another point too. Like you know, like Olympics has golf, Olympics has basketball, Olympics has hockey. That doesn't interfere with any of the professional basketball players making tons of money. It doesn't. They have their own championships. Hockey has its own championships. Golf, those guys are bazillionaires. So it doesn't take away any money from the sport. It's just at this level is the highest level of amateur. Boxing, you know, there's amateur. They go to the Olympics, and then usually right after that, they win the Olympics, and then they come back and they enter a professional career.
Yeah, I think this time the Richey family is a big organization, you know, control the jiu-jitsu in the world. It's normal. But if you come into Olympic, the family maybe lost the rules, maybe lost the control complete.
Well,
you know?
lost for the Olympics, but not lost for if they want to do like the Gracie
absolutely,
Worlds, or
yes,
if let's say the IBJJF says, okay, well we're going to have all of our tournaments, it'll still be the same, but the Olympics are different.
Yeah.
You know,
But the athletes coming to Olympic after this have a big sponsors.
Sure.
You know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It would make a difference in their lives because I
Yes.
know a lot of jiu-jitsu guys struggle to make a living.
Sure.
You know, some do very, really well, but you know, at the top level. And then you know, the other option is schools.
You know, Bruno Malfacini, 10 times world champion, 10 times Olympic champion.
Yeah.
Probably is billionaire.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
Yes.
So.
But 10 times in Olympic game is 40 years.
Every 4 years,
Yes.
Yeah.
different.
So I don't know. There's a lot. I think what it would definitely do is it would expand the global recognition of jiu-jitsu. But let's face it. Here's the other thing. Jiu-jitsu isn't owned by the Gracie family anymore. Jiu-jitsu's free. Jiu-jitsu's in the world. There's no more secret techniques. It's all gone.
Yes.
It's all gone.
Yes,
so you know, the Gracies may be the big dynasty, and they may have all the IBJJF and stuff like that. But just from pure jiu-jitsu technique, it's free.
Yeah.
We all possess it.
Yes.
There's no rulers in jiu-jitsu. The mat never lies. That's what Eduardo used to say to us.
It would be interesting to see how it would progress, and it would do great things for the art and the sport. You know, after judo got in the Olympics, it really expanded judo as well. So I would love to see it. It would just be interesting to see how they would be able to do it.
I think another thing that would do really well. I am a big proponent of how jiu-jitsu is really good for people in society. It helps them. You know, like you have to be, you know, there's no punching, there's no kicking. We are all friends here. I mean, jiu-jitsu makes people better. If we had judo in
the assistance, the guy there. 1 moment. Only for technique is wrong.
Oh, okay, all right. Do it. Let's pan over to. Can we pan over to? Here, bring him over here. Bring him over here. Bring him over here. We're gonna make an adjustment here. Come here, Craig. Come here, Jim. This is Craig Evans. He's one of the head instructors of Full Circle Jiu-Jitsu. Just got his black belt. And this is Jim Donor. Nickname is Ragnar. He's a good friend of mine. He actually was the guy that got me started in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu many, many years ago. Professor Casio is going to fix the technique they were doing.
You have a gi and lapel.
Can you hear him?
Semi-pistol.
Here, put your mic on.
I see the This is your gun? Okay.
So watch.
You have this and control the guy here. You grip, put it in the back. The guy now is blind, no see this movement. The first, you need to come in here, and this, use this hook for this. The important, you know, use pressure in perpendicular situation. In cross, do you know, is this, coming here, look. Use your weight, is in slow motion, is this, look, look. Coming. I'm here. Hello. Good?
Excellent. Like that, Jim?
That's it.
awesome.
You understand?
Great, yes, sir.
Yes. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry.
This is every single class on Thursday night since Professor Ocasio has come here for the last 6 months. I've seen one technique that I recognize every single time he teaches, and he teaches like 12 techniques a class. He's so funny. He was like, "Oh, I remember this. I've never seen it before. It's crazy." So happy he's here.
You control, use your weight.
Make sure you're setting.
Look, this here, I come in here. Look, grip and here. Here. No here. Here. Look. You know?
Yes.
Good. Sorry.
No, that's yours.
Oh, this is mine.
Well, that was nice.
Yes.
We digressed. So, anyway, I don't think we were going to do a long one today. I know that you wanted to get some rolls in. We were going to do. You're still watching to make sure they do the technique right. Look at his face. He's totally like, I'm making sure.
Yes, good.
So we'll sign off for now. We'll see you guys back in a couple weeks. Please, we want to say thanks to our sponsor, Warhammer Fightwear. Really awesome fightwear, rash guards, gis. Look them up online, www.warhammerfightwear.com. And I think that's it.
And this year's come a new stuff.
Oh, new stuff. Yep.
New
We've got
designs.
some new designs coming out. More. I know that we're going to do a women's design
Yes.
too. So we're looking forward to some really awesome
no
stuff coming up.
gis.
And no gis as well. Yep. Yeah, no gis. Everyone loves the no gi for sure. The gis they love too, but the no gi stuff that Jason's made is amazing. No doubt.
And a quick shout out to our student Quinn Duffy
At the
Academy Awards in California this weekend for the movie Green Book. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Fantastic movie. I hope they win.
Quinn is in the opening scene where he gets his butt kicked by
Yes.
Viggo Mortensen.
Yes, and that's Quinn Duffy.
Yeah, that's
But
him.
good luck. Hopefully they get some Academy Awards this weekend, some Oscars, and it's an excellent movie. If you haven't seen it, it's highly recommended.
Very nice. Okay, until next time, like our page, please leave comments, and please subscribe. See you guys later.